Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I know it's been a minute since I did a video. I'm actually right now wincing in pain right now because sometimes sitting in a chair is tolerable and sometimes it's not. I can feel like a screw pressing against my muscles right now, and it's not very fun. So effectively, I'm not 5 by 5 in the pipe 5 by 5 today. Oh, I am like more like 1 by 1. Oh wow. Okay, should not laugh either because yeah, it's not fun. So for those who don't know, I went through an operation. It was an umbilical hernia. Yes, I told you guys when watching my my Instagram stories. It was a quadruple bypass. No, that was just a joke. I was joking. It was not a quadruple bypass. But anyways, you're here not to talk about my health and well-being. We're here to find out what's going on in crypto, what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with Ethereum, and is this breakout worth taking along on? Because hey, you know what? This chop has been a very brutal ride for those people who have been, holding longs and wondering, oh my God, is it going down? Is it going down? And they've been holding it all the way from 19,000. Well, odds are, if you're holding it from 19,000, odds are we're headed higher because, we have a clear trend upwards. It's a little bit odd that we're stuck here in this area here, but hey, that's the way it is. The market is trading basically like a forex currency, really difficult to manage, trade. You can see that we're slowly making higher highs, but the higher highs, right, are getting a little bit lower than the previous higher high. So that is not always a good sign. But hey, as long as if it could create another higher high, that's a positive thing, especially since we get into this zone. It should technically come up to the $28,000 mark. Should being the operative word there. One day, if it doesn't do it now, it will eventually do it, of course. But still, looking at the 4 hour, whilst at the low and the short term time frame we're very bearish, right? Short term. In the long term, right, you can see that we're above the 200 period moving average. On the daily, we're also above the 13 AMA, so we're still clearly bullish on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. Oof, the pain is there, so I'm trying to get through this, and so we're going to have to wait to see if the price action gives us some sort of Wing action to make some trades. If we were to go back in time, you can see that there was nice Wing action after a dump here on this hourly that tightened up and dumped, created a little bit of a W, right, action here. Maybe you could have taken it from this, but I probably wouldn't have, right? I wouldn't have recommended it. You could have also done this one right here. You can see there's a little bit of a cup and handle. This one right here, that cup and handle could have been taken as an indication because hey, we're back in this pocket here, and then you could have taken that because it effectively is a smaller W, and you could have taken that to see, you can see there that there's a clear trade here that would have gotten you in on the ride, right, on this big ride here. And you can see you could have let it run as the candle pumped, and then you could have seen a bigger payday very easily. There you go. Now, what do we do now? It's just a waiting game, right? We're even on the hourly, we're a little bit oversold here on the hourly. If we were to bring up the indicators, we're probably we're really oversold and so the hourly probably is going to turn around at the very least here at the 200 period moving average. But if you want to trade, you're going to have to go down to the lower time frames and see if there's any kind of Wing pattern happening, because you don't want to blindly buy. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to do a 2% loss, take a 2% loss on that buy here. If you're going to go blind buy, hey, you know what, this is close enough, to closer to the bottom, I'm just going to blind buy this. I'm not going to hold, not going to deal with looking for a pattern. You could do that. However, more often than not, you're going to get burned. So I try not to do that. But some people like doing that anyways, because saying, you know what, they don't have enough time to look at the charts all the time. And yeah, that's one way of doing it, right? Do I recommend it? Should I show it? I don't recommend it. I'm showing it anyways because some people are just haunted to trade. And so, yeah, you could do it, and then, you know, you take a 2% loss. If this does not turn around here, right? You just set the trade and walk away, and then you take it all the way back up to 24K, which is most likely the outcome to come. But I would suggest you wait for some sort of pattern to help you get into that trade before you actually do it. So that's the most likely outcome, that we come back up, but not guaranteed, right? So there it is. Alrighty, so that's your trade, right? If you're just haunted to make the trade, once again, not recommended. But hey, if you want to make a trade, there it is. Let's head over to Ethereum, and you can see that there is a clear W pattern here. There you go. There's a nice W there that was clear that you could have taken, and yes, and that would have taken you up all the way up to the target exactly, right? If we draw out a line here and then move this line from the breakout, you can see, boom, right there. You can see that we hit the target, and boom, you could have profited exactly at that level. Now, for those who don't know how to trade that, is really straightforward, right? Right, you could have marked the breakout right here, right there. That's the breakout. The stop loss, the correct stop loss should be here, but the correct win rate is right about there. There we go. Right at that wick there, beautiful wick. And here, let me just quickly push that over here, and you can see, boom, there was a win. Yeah. Now, but that's a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So you want to like change the risk to reward ratio to 2-to-1, so that you can actually win more. You could win more than what you would possibly lose if you were wrong. And so that's why we do these 2-to-1 risk to reward ratios. Okay, so looking at, let's put in the Rockin indicator, see what it's saying here. We're in the sell zone, and that's not a surprise after this huge dump. Not guaranteed that this is going to be that's going to work, because no indicator works 100% of the time. You can see the last sale was completely wrong. Not completely wrong, but you can see that it turned into a buy well above your sell signal. So yes, there you go. I don't take the signals 100% at their face value. If we head up to the higher time frames, you can see that we're still in a buy zone, right? With Ethereum. So yeah, so it is in a buy area. Well, like, so for example, if you were to bought this buy candle after it had closed, you could have bought any time all the way down to this wick, and you've still been in the correct position. And so for holding this position would probably be a good idea, because we're definitely in an uptrend here, and we've cleared this heavy resistance, which you can see. It was heavy resistance with Ethereum. And so if you're interested in Rockin Brainer, remember you can do so. You can get the Rockin Brainer for by heading over to payments.rockinbrainer.io. The links are in the description below. And also, if you plan to trade this, you can trade this at bybit.davinci15.com. Links are also in the description below. All right, let's talk about a little bit about the news. JP Morgan claims that crypto market has found a floor. Well, that's usually a bad sign, but it just seems obvious at this point. You're stating the obvious since, we talked about this, right? And then we've already overextended this move down. So if we had, this is actually the Bitcoin market cap. You can see that this is what when this is going down, that means that the alts are going up. So this is overextended. So they're come up kind of late to the party to make this statement that crypto market has found the floor. And we've passed the 1 trillion market cap mark. So yeah, you're late to the party, guys. All right, next article is Vitalik Buterin issues a rare Ethereum price prediction as highly anticipated merge approaches. Okay, this is interesting, right? Once the merge actually, so Vitalik says, once the merge actually happens, then I expect morale is going to go up, way up. I basically expect that the merge is going to be not priced in, by which I mean not even just market terms, but even psychological and narrative terms. In narrative terms, I think it's going to be priced in pretty much until after it happened. It's going to be priced in pretty much until after it happens. It's not going to be priced in. Sorry, it's not going to be priced in until pretty much after it happens. So, yeah, I don't agree 100%. I agree and disagree with that statement. There's a lot there because he made specific references to psychological and narrative terms, and so the psychology of the market, meaning the people who believe that it's priced in, right? They won't believe that it's priced in, basically. Oh, darn, sorry, the pain has gotten increased, and I'm going to wrap this up shortly, right? But really, basically, what I'm going to basically say that yes, it will not be priced in the long term, right? Meaning in the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to see Ethereum probably do something crazy with the triplet happening, right? It'll probably go very, very ballistic in 12 to 18 months. But when this comes, expect a reversal. Expect if the merge happens in September, expect a reversal. We're pumping into that merge, so the odds are the merge will will happen very shortly. So yeah, as we pump here into this merge, we can expect it to actually reverse when that merge happens. That's generally what happens. No guarantees from the management, but 90% chance, right, that Ethereum will reverse on the merge date and reverse heavy. So I'm talking like, we see a 20% plus down move before we go back up again, at least. All right. BlackRock teams up with Coinbase crypto market expansion. So BlackRock, right? The people who control the silver ETF and manage, prices of other types of money, they're going to manage the Bitcoin price very well. because they're going to have access to cheat, lie, cheat, and steal, just like the rest of the banks do. So yes, they will be able to trade ahead of you and out-trade you if you're trading on Coinbase, because yeah, it's not like these big banks basically have some sort of ethical rules behind them. They can do whatever they want, and you know, if they fail, they're too big to bail, right? And if they are caught doing criminal action, they're too big to jail. So expect that to happen. Okay, well, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for, I suffered through the pain of doing this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like, right? If you want to, you know, ease my pain, right? I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, right? Then don't forget to hit the subscribe. Remember, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks. And make sure you head out and buy some Bitcoin.